Hello first graders, it's me, Miss Nolte. Today I'm going to be doing a video to help you with your reading packet, and I'm actually going to be doing some stuff from this page 328. So if you don't have this page in front of you, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and go and get your packet for today and turn to this page so you can look at it while I'm doing it, because I'm actually going to be doing some of the same words on my board that are on your packet to help you, and I'm going to be showing you what the directions are to kind of help you out, because this page is a little bit tricky. Okay, so if you don't have this, pause the video, go get it, and then when you're ready you can start it again. But if you are ready, I'm going to go ahead and keep going. So on this page you're going to be practicing with syllables, which we've done syllables before. Syllables are where you clap it out. So like if I am trying to figure out how many syllables are in the word basket, I'm just gonna clap it out. Basket. Okay, so basket would be 2 syllables. But there are other words that only have 1 syllable, like the word play. Play only has 1 syllable. I've only got 1 clap. There are some words that have more than 1 or 2. On the calendar over here, I've got the word September. September. That one has 3. Okay, so when you clap, you have to be careful, because you're not clapping for each sound you hear, but you're clapping for each section of the word, the way that you say it. So don't change the way that you say the word normally when you're trying to figure out syllables. Say it the same way and just see how many claps fit into that word. Don't try to stretch it out to make more claps fit, or to say it really quick so that you only fit in 1 clap. Just say it normally and see how many parts the word has. You can also think about too, like when you're sounding out a word and you break a word into parts, you're breaking it into syllables to help you figure out how to sound out that word. Your workbook page today is a little bit tricky though, because it's focusing on a certain kind of syllable, and I didn't want that to confuse you because it's still syllables, okay? So what you're looking at this week with syllables is words like the word turtle. So it says a lot of things on there about the letter R, okay? And we did a whole spelling unit on words with AR, IR, ER, OR, and UR. Okay, we did a whole week. Actually, I think we split it up into 2 weeks, and we split them up. And we did all of these patterns. And we said these were really tricky because a lot of times in words, these sound the same. You can't hear the vowel, and that's because it's controlled, and we called it the Bossy R. Okay, and we did Bossy R words. And remember I said that R is bossy, so it takes away the sound of the vowel. So you had to study really hard that week because it was hard to know if turtle had UR or ER or IR. You just have to know that turtle has UR in it, because it's hard to hear that U because of the R. So this week when you're doing syllables, you're looking at a lot of these Bossy R words that we did for spelling, okay, like turtle. So what they have you looking for is they have you looking for the Bossy R's, okay? So like turtle, we've got the vowel U followed by an R. So here, okay? That's what you're looking for. You're looking to see if the word has a vowel and then an R right after it, just like these, okay? So if you want to help you, you can write these on the side of your paper so you know what you're looking for, because these are the patterns you're looking for. You're looking for AR, IR, ER, OR, or UR, and those are our Bossy R sounds. And what it's telling you about syllables is that when you have a word that has one of these Bossy R patterns, where it's a vowel followed right after an R, you don't want to split those up when you're doing your syllables. But if you listen really carefully, you shouldn't want to split them up anyway, because you want your syllables to go with your claps. So if I were to clap out the word turtle, turtle, okay, it splits right here between the R and the T. So I'm going to take my blue marker and split them up right there. Okay, you're not going to want to split up your U and your R because they go together. That Bossy R needs to be with that vowel, so you don't want to split them up. That's all it wants you to notice this week, is that when you have words that have these patterns like this, you don't want to split up the vowel and the R. You want to keep them together. And you could be keeping them together at the beginning of the word, or you could be keeping them together at the end of the word, okay? So on your workbook page, it gives you a couple, it gives you 2 pairs. And you have to pick the one that has AR, IR, ER, OR, or UR, okay? So like for number 1, it gives you turkey and rocky. So you need to pick the one with the R. So what I've done is I've just picked 5 words, and we're going to look for the Bossy R words, and then once we find them, we're going to split them up into their syllables. If the word does not have a Bossy R, you don't have to do anything with it. You just leave it alone. So I'm going to put an X on my words that don't have the Bossy R word, the Bossy R sounds. You could do that if you want, or you could just leave it totally alone. It's up to you, okay? So the first word I have is garden. Now, garden has AR. That's what I'm looking for. So now I need to split it up into its syllables. And I know I'm not going to split this A and R up. So let me clap it out and see what I hear. Garden. So it splits right here between the R and the D. Garden. And I kept that AR together, which is what they want me to do. So they want you to put a check next to the word that has a Bossy R. So this one's got an R in it, so I'm going to give it a check. August, there's no R in this word, so I'm just going to leave that one alone. I don't have to do it. 40. Let me look at my pattern over here. Oh, I see OR. 40 has OR. That's a Bossy R. Okay, O is the vowel, followed by the R. I put a V over the vowel for you. Okay, now I'm going to clap it out. 40. So, splits right here. And I kept my OR together just like I'm supposed to. Wagon does not have, oh, I forgot my check. Wagon does not have a Bossy R in it, so I'm going to leave that one alone. I don't have to do it. Market. Market has AR in it right here. So let me clap it out, and I don't want to split up that AR. Market. Right here between the R and the K. Market. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Oh, and my check. That's what you're doing on this page. You're just finding the words that have AR, IR, ER, OR, or UR, and you're splitting them up into syllables. And I want you to remember that when you have one of these patterns, you're not going to split it up. The AR, the OR, the UR, the ER, or the IR. You don't split them up when you're splitting a word into syllables. You stick them together because the vowel has to have that Bossy R for the word to work. Okay? Now, all the examples that I gave you had the R's at the beginning, but there's sometimes when the Bossy R can be at the end. So, like, for example, the word player. Okay, player has that Bossy R, but it's at the end. So when I do my syllables, I need to make sure I don't split it up. So let me clap it out. Player. So it actually splits right here between the Y and the E. Player. And I kept my ER together just like I'm supposed to. Okay, so this is an example of one at the end. Sometimes it could be in the middle. Sometimes it could be at the beginning. Sometimes it could be on the end. Now, one thing I will say about your reading packet this week is I just want you to be careful because they've put some words in there that have an R, but it's not a Bossy R. It has to be an R with a vowel right before it. So it has to be AR, IR, ER, OR, or UR. If the R comes first, it's not a Bossy R. It's just a regular R in a regular word, okay? You're looking specifically for this pattern right here, a vowel with the R right after it, okay? So they give you 2. You pick the one that has the Bossy R, you put a check next to it, and you divide it into syllables. If it doesn't have the Bossy R, you don't have to worry about dividing it into syllables. If you want to divide it into syllables to help you practice splitting words up, you can, but according to the directions, you don't have to. You're focusing on words with R. So on your reading test tomorrow, or Friday, which will be tomorrow by the time you watch this video. I don't know. So on your reading test on Friday, you will have 3 R words, and you're going to have to just choose the one that splits the word up correctly. So just if the R thing confuses you, don't worry about the R thing. You just know you don't split them up. And just clap it out the way you would normally, okay? We talked about when you're taking a test, it's quiet claps. No one should hear you, right? Okay? When we're practicing, you can have louder claps, but when you're testing, practice your quiet claps so that when you get back to school, you're ready for that. All right, hopefully this video was helpful. I will see you in our next one. I miss you guys. Bye.